So there we are. We click this button. We click this button. And we should be good to go. All right. I think we're all set. Hello, Yuko and Kyle. Welcome, welcome. Or UK. Oh no. Green screen. Green screen. Why do you flicker? Why do you flicker like this? Please do not flicker. Okay, it flickereth not. Hi, Cyborus. Not first, but I was doing intros in the community chat. All right. Debbie's at least got an excuse. All right. So, Debbie, if you wanted to, I don't really know if there's going to be a lot of utility for you being in the chat since you're going to be running a separate instance of this. But let's first... Ooh, I don't know if I've got commands set up here. Let's see if this does anything. It doesn't... it does things on Twitch. It doesn't do things on YouTube. Hopefully we... shoot, yeah, Nightbot only has control over Twitch. I'm going to just go and create a little text window that has my friend code in it. I think that'll probably be the easiest way to handle this. Okay. And we're gonna go and find the right font because I'm picky. And... well, that's annoying. It doesn't have semi-bold. Okay, and that appeared on screen and is a lame color. It's boring. I'm gonna go a little bit on the blue side here. Light enough that it'll still show up nicely, but... and we're gonna make that smaller. Whoop. And now I get friend requests from so many people that I have to delete more friends, but that should be okay. All right. That's as good a place as any to put it, I suppose. So that's my friend code. I'm going to open a private battle with no password, and then immediately go and start accepting some friend requests. This is how long it takes to accept a friend request when you are popular. Okay, so these are all... yep, there we go. So these are all older ones, so we'll get Izzy as well. Izzy Boo Cat, to use their full name. Oh goodness, they are coming in quick. And I have to refresh them every time, which is interesting. All right, bets on how many more I can accept before I run out of space. All right, no new ones yet. Let's see if this actually created. Communication error has occurred. Yep, figured that might happen. Oh, and there's another friend request. There's another 2 friend requests. So what's going to end up happening here is we are going to run out of space in this private battle very quickly. But we have a contingency plan. The contingency plan is that you guys add Devi instead. And Devi will have another private battle. There's another. Okay, we've already got almost enough new friend requests to populate this lobby in its entirety. So I have a feeling we're definitely going to need that second lobby here. Oh my goodness. We have too many viewers. We're too famous. Cut it out. Stop watching. Just kidding. Don't actually do that. We like that we have a lot of viewers. That's nice. But just making it a little bit more challenging. Okay. So, we're going to actually go and make a lobby because that never actually went through the first time. And then what we can do is, of course, if Devi is comfortable with this, we can have Devi post her friend code in the chat and have an alternative going. Because this is definitely going to fill up. I have very few doubts about that now that I've seen how many people are adding me here. All right. Catching up on chat real quick. Evening Hakuna. And Estonia Nordic and Koru. There's Rosebud, hello. Sweet Animans, hello. Congrats, Fishy. Happy for you. That's Jem's friend code. Make sure to block add him. Yes, PB was not up. Have to go through news. What's going on? PB time. Yes, that is what's happening. Rosebud wants to be Jem's friend. You already are my friend, Rosebud. I think. Oh, maybe not on Switch. Second PB hosted by Devi. Yep. There's Yoshi as well. And Cactus. Okay. Let's go and accept more friends. See Rubber's made it in as well. I'm actually impressed that I've made it this far without having to delete more friends to make room for the new ones. Stream my POV. If you need me, just jump into the VC. Which VC? Where should we tell people that Devi is? Oh! Devi is in the Splatoon night voice chat. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, it looks like we've already got a whole bunch of people in that voice chat down there. So feel free to hop in there. My thinking is this. I should probably be in a different call than Devi is, so that we're not getting overlapping chatter for the different games. That's my thought process on it. I don't know. I'll think about it, but let's get a game going because it's been 9 whole minutes without any Splatooning going on, and that's just unacceptable. We need some Splatooning. So we're just gonna not, and we're just gonna not, and yeah, Rainmaker Walleye isn't actually the very worst. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Anything else that's just tragically bad and needs to go away? Yeah, that's pretty awful. Okay. There we go. Hikami has a question. Yeah, my hunch is that if I just hop into the voice call, it's going to be pretty chaotic. So I think I'm going to stay out of that unless I need to go in to talk to people, make announcements, things like that. All right. Okay, do we do Splatoon night every weekend? So we don't do a night like this every weekend. I think we're going to make it like a monthly thing. Or was it bi-weekly? I forget, Rosebud. Once a month. There we go. Thank you. But we do have Squid School every Tuesday, and that's where we will VOD review for our viewers and give them some coaching. All right, so I'm gonna start us off with me and I don't know if that's Koru or Banky specking. And we'll sit back and commentate a little bit. It'll be a good practice anyway, you know. I've got LTC coming up, and I applied to be a commentator, so we will see how that all goes. I don't know when they're making their decision. I should probably actually check in on that at some point, but that is something that I intend to do. I have a lot of fun doing, and hopefully it works out. Koru takes first round. He is a dictator. You're trying to rise up against him. Hey, and there's our community event calendar. Thank you, Rosebud, for that link. Local Splatoon coach says Rainmaker Walleye is good. I didn't say good. I said not too bad. It's better than most of the other walleyes, I will say. I think Walleye Zones is atrocious. Walleye Tower is also atrocious. Walleye Clams is pretty bad. I definitely think Rainmaker is its best mode. Okay, here we go. What in the world are we looking at? We've got double backline on the purple team. I guess having a Jet Squelcher is the most acceptable double back to go for. But they don't have an awful lot of paint, so they're going to lose the pop here. And our roller player goes down. Oh, but the great flank from the blaster player gets 2 picks. So 2v2 situation here. Blaster finds themselves in some trouble, though. No paint behind them, and the splatter shot going to be able to clean that up. Good job by Kiyisu to be aware of that situation. Roller also goes down, so yellow team's going to be starting to stage a push here. By the way, everything is going to be yellow and purple because I have color lock turned on. If I didn't have color lock turned on, what would happen is green light would reflect off my TV screen, hit me in the face, and my face would get green screened out because I am so white that happens. So, ooh, a double bomb goes down on the Rainmaker pickup. Great job by Kiyisu here. They're showing some great map awareness, and they have the lion's share of the picks on their team so far. Let's see if they can get in there. They don't have an Inkjet to go with, so they're just fighting with their main weapon to try and take control of plat. They get one go down. Blaster pushing into mid, takes out Stinky Inky. Going to be going... I can't believe I just said that completely seriously. They're going for the shield here. They take out the Charger player. So no anchor for the rest of the team to jump into here. Kiyisu also goes down trying to push the Range Blaster. So Range Blaster trying to push onto the plat. Stinky Inky going for a desperate attempt to take out the Rainmaker. Doesn't work out. The team collapses on it. Kiss going in there with the Range Blaster. I don't know if there's more to the tag. I unfortunately am not bilingual, so I could not tell you what those characters mean. Great job by Tito with the Rainmaker carry to get it all the way to 23. That's a really nice lead for purple team. Yellow team's going to have to do a lot of work to get it back. Kiyisu gets one. The ballpoint able to trade back and actually get one more. Takes out Blaze as well. So yellow team actually at the disadvantage. Going to have a really hard time pushing into mid at this point in time. Gold team rules. I love it. How long will be on? I'm about to join the barnyard for Night is Black. We are going to be on for 2 hours. So we started a little bit late. We'll give you guys till like X10 or something like that. I'm cool with that. Yellow team has it picked up and is going for a push over the wall. Izzy sees the points going down. Is it going to be far enough? Oh my goodness, they take out Tito, and they are actually able to get to lead 15. Surprised how uncontested that went. Great inkjet here from Kiyisu to distract some attention. And they actually get 2 on it, but does the ballpoint find the jump? No, it doesn't. Donkey Wonker now in trouble, Q. Donkey Wonker and Stinky Inky. I am having such a hard time keeping a straight face right now. Maybe this is good practice. Maybe they're going to come in with the troll names on in tournament, and I'm going to have to deal with that. Great pick there by Kiyisu. The Rainmaker is popped, so yellow team is on a timer to go and grab it. They do have numbers advantage, but not everyone is on the plat there to push with them. Blaze deciding against it. Kyusu just going to try and waste as much time as they can. Gets an Inkjet up their trades with the ballpoint. 3v3 situation right now. Stinky Inky putting out some missiles. Purple team going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. They're a bit split. They've got missiles out, but a roller. Actually, no, that was the blaster taking out the Rainmaker there. Roller also in position to have done the same pretty soon. 2 down, 3 down, actually, for Purple Team, and the friend requests fly in. Kyusu able to take out Donkey Wonker. Silent One is out of there. Kyusu able to get in there and get that pick. Tito trying to take him out, does trade, but Stinky Inky pushing even further. The lead is growing for your yellow team here. Not going to grow by that much, but every point counts at this point. Only 12 remaining for yellow team. So Purple Team needs to put together an 11-point push, and they're having trouble just establishing the mid-control to do it. They do get a free pick there on Stinky Inky, but Rainmaker shows themselves a little early, gets sniped, and they're stuck on their plat. The pop actually gets Donkey Wonker. Yellow going to have to go after the Rainmaker here. Actually, no, they're just going over. Oh my goodness, a beautiful coordinated attack there from Blaze and Kyusu at the same time. They're pressuring Donkey Wonker back. This might be the end of the game. Can Blaze get up the podium? Yes, they can, and yellow team is the winning team. Zoom in a little bit. All right. Stinky Inky and Donkey Wonker will be the end of Jim's commentating career. No. They're just making me stronger, you know? Kyusu and Kiss with some really high KA numbers there. Good job to those players. But of course, great job to yellow team for being able to bring it all the way to the dunk. I'm going to go and accept the friend requests just in case somebody drops out and they want to join me. But our lobby is full. Remember that we do have an additional lobby going on in the Bravous Community Disco. Oh, I am out of space. Okay, one sec. We do have an extra lobby going on in the Bravous Community Discord's Splatoon night chat. So I would go and check that out if you're looking for the other one to see. It looks like there are 10 people in the VC there, but some of them might be in our lobby with us. So it's possible that we have some space in there at some point, but this is all the coaches we've got. We've only got so many people who can run it, so hopefully most of you guys that want to play are able to get in. So I think I need to delete one more after this, and then we have space, unless I get more. Pop over into the VC on Devi's side. See you later. Sounds good. Have fun. I don't remember who this is. In before they're one of my teammates or something. That has happened before. I remember going through and seeing somebody whose name I didn't recognize being like, who's this? And it turned out to be my teammate Pixar. Somebody who I definitely need to be friends with on the Switch. There's Horchata. I believe... Have we done a VOD review for Horchata? I don't remember if we did one of those, but I remember we've seen them around before. I'm also probably butchering the pronunciation of that, which is kind of inexcusable. I've spent so long in Arizona around so many Spanish-speaking people, but... And there we go. That should be everybody who has added me so far. Koru offering to run one. So if Koru, you want to hop into another VC somewhere and get things going that way, that would be an option. But we're going to move on. So it's Splat Zones time. And at this point, we're bidding farewell to Walleye. Sorry, you had a shot, and it's not coming back. Here we go. All right, so we're going to just kind of rotate down the list, and I will stay on spec. And see if I can work on some camera control stuff here. Maybe that'll be fun. Maybe I get to be the amateur cameraman. quite a bit to do. We'll hopefully be back come Tuesday to watch some Squid School. All right, sounds good, boy Alex. Thanks for dropping by. Did you unfriend your teammate? No, I don't think I did. Koru was memeing? Oh, okay. Well, if somebody wants to, you know, I do not object. All right, we've got the birds chirping. They're looking for people to figure out their gear and builds and stuff. I will say, it is definitely within everybody's right to take their time and figure out their weapons and everything as they would like to. You know, the game gives you the time, and if you need the time, then take it. But if you're just forgetting to press A, then please press A. Congratulations on your Oreos, Estonian Nordic. You're a lucky human being. Range blaster is inconsistent. It is a weapon where you need to hit shots, and if you don't hit shots, it is not great. First time live viewer here. How's it going? Welcome, Gamerkin Silver Shadow. That's a mouthful. Good to have you. So live viewer, does that mean you've probably seen the YouTube videos then? Yeah, you're coming from YouTube, I imagine. That's where you're from. Thanks for dropping by. This is a little bit of a different program than usual. We're not doing any VOD reviews or anything like that. Just playing some video games. All right, here we go. We've got a fairly balanced team comp on either side, I would say. Let's see how the battle from mid ends up going here. Got a flank on the right that I'm going to keep track of. Purple. Oh, no, they fall. Looks like yellow team was aware of them, and, you know, we had the charger looking over that way. Really smart of yellow team also to be watching their charger's laser to see where that's coming. But looks like Izzyboot's going to be stuck here on the zone. Going to get taken out by... I think that's Banky and Kiss here. A great shark on the enemy snipe here, and they're going to be able to take out the jump of Agent 8 and Stinky Inky. That's 2 down for yellow team. The Booyah Bomb comes in to try and get a pick, but nothing going to come from that, unfortunately. At that point, with that many teammates down, not really anyone to follow up on it. And Kiss able to follow up and get another pick. This is looking pretty dominant from purple team right now. They're already in the enemy street. Stinky Inky trying to rush for the zone here, but getting pinched. Great shot by Izzyboo to take out Kiss, get them out of their spawn, but the game is still far from neutralized. The bomb rush going out from Izzyboo. Can they carry the players into the zone here and get a cap? They've got Booyah Bombs coming out, but just not a lot of paint on the zone right now. Blaze finally drops down. They're able to cap it. So the game will not end then and there. Blaze also getting a pick, getting another one on Kiss. Great play so far from Blaze, taking 2 out and then finally going down. The bomb rush is going to recap it for purple team, but yellow team got what they needed. They got the game to continue. Beyond Destroyer picking up another 2. I'm assuming that's Banky, and I'm going to keep announcing it as such. Purple team in some strong positions here. Blaze trying to get a foothold over Snipe. Not going to happen. Kiss with a beautiful direct. Coming over the flank. You always got to be watching that once you go 4 down on this map. The flanks can be nasty. Stinky Inky in there by themselves. Going to get triple teamed there. Not an awful lot that they can do from that position. Probably want to be waiting for their teammates there a little bit more. Purple team swarming over the right-hand side. The Booyah Bomb going to go out, but not going to paint enough of the zone to neutralize here. And that is going to be it. Purple team with the big win over yellow there. And who knows what colors they actually were. Again, color lock. It's Koru this time. I've been bamboozled. All right, thank you, matchmaking. Put both the X-rank players on the same team. That's great. I wish it didn't do that. All right, we've got 1 extra space here, so if someone's trying to jump in, snipe that spot that we just had. Still purple and yellow? Yes. Yes, it is still purple and yellow. It will show up that way on... Oh, you mean it was for the players? Because it'll show up that way on my screen, but the color that it shows up on other players' screens can definitely be different. All right, tower control humpback pump track. I'm a little bit more partial to Rainmaker on this map, but humpback is still just generally pretty good across the board. X rank. I'm just letting fate decide here, so maybe some of these are going to be a little one-sided, but you know what? I'm not gonna bother to try and fix any of that. We're just gonna take what we get, and if we end up with unbalanced teams, well, it's a learning experience. Okay, we've got another friend request. I will go and try and I need to delete another friend. So I'll probably go and grab that once we're back on the lobby screen, because otherwise I'll be spending like a good... Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'll definitely be spending like a good minute off of the game itself. So, I'll go and get that when I can. 3 friend requests. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of new friends all in one night. Is there a Discord link? Yes, I believe this command should work for you. There it is. That is the Bravous community Discord server. That is where we hang out, and that's where a whole bunch of people are voice chatting. And that is also, if you are ever interested in getting a VOD review of your own for Squid School, which we run on Tuesdays, that is where you can find me to DM me about it. I am Gem, and that's how you'll find me in that Discord server there. Okay, here we go. So, another fairly balanced set of team comps. Got a lot of midline on the purple team, and then a little bit more aggressive on the yellow team, though they do have a ball point as well. Contesting mid here, Stinky Inky able to get a pick on Kisu there on the right-hand side, and that will snowball into another one on Kiss. Great pick from Atticus, though, able to take out Silent One and trying to fight back here. Actually takes out Agent 8 as well, so that equalizes the numbers advantage, and now it's a 1v1 with Stinky Inky. Atticus holding their ground, able to take out 3 and prevent any points from going out there. Blaze actually getting on the tower, starting to push it. Might be a little bit premature. They do have a lot of resistance here from the yellow team, but let's see if they can take that out. Kiss takes out Agent 8. The Booyah puts Silent One in a difficult position. Kiss trying to get them with the fall-off damage, and eventually they do go down, I think, to Blaze. That was a phenomenal rain all the way across mid, but it did not actually clear the tower. Not enough pressure on the tower to prevent the checkpoint from going through. So great job by Blaze to keep their eyes on the objective here. Probably not going to be able to stay there for too much longer as they're about to get pinched by 2, but a great start there for Purple Team getting through that checkpoint and not losing an awful lot to do it. They still have map control. They're still pushing in. Couple picks go down, 1-for-1 trade basically. Inkjet from Silent One is out. Kizu trying to use their range to take it out there. And Inkjet used it themselves. Well aware of its weaknesses, and mid-ranged weapons are one of them. Great job by Kisu picking out Stinky Inky there. Kiss trying to get something done on the right-hand side, but they're having a lot of trouble just getting their footing. A bomb looks like is actually able to help out in that fight, so good job to them. Nobody out pushing quite in front of the tower, but Blaze able to do plenty from the tower themselves. The flank coming in from behind from Silent One, but Atticus is trying to stuff it. Missiles go out onto the tower. Atticus going in to try and clean up. Agent in the trench there. Gonna get stuck, and now Purple Team has a great opportunity to keep going. I think that's a delayed wipe on yellow right now. I'm gonna assume this is Koru now, because I think they're alternating, right? That would make sense, I think. Oh, right, they're probably alternating, but the first time one of them was spectating. So I got it backwards that way. Purple Team able to get the last one by rolling with the dynamo as the player tries to get up onto the tower. And it will be a knockout. In game, it's bright purple. Yeah, sometimes that happens. That's one of the colors. Great job by Atticus there, and okay, maybe I should keep the X-rank players. I'll swap them around onto different teams, but I think that it's probably for the best to keep them separated a little bit. Okay, so Blaze is going to be... Blaze was X-rank, and I think Izzy Boo is X-rank as well. So we'll do this, and we'll do this. Actually, Beyond Destroyer was playing backline, so we'll swap these guys. And then that should be good. Okay. We'll do it like that. And then we'll swap things around each game. You know, we'll make it so that you're not playing with the same X-rank players every time, but this way might balance the teams out just a little bit more. Got me to low X-rank thanks to your videos. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying so. I appreciate the hearing that they're helpful to people. That's always nice. And congratulations. It's definitely an achievement. It's not an easy thing to get to X rank. It takes a lot of time. So, good job. Oh, Estonia Nordic is Kiisu. Am I pronouncing that correctly at all? Probably not. I know that, at least in German, what a U with an umlaut sounds like. It's like an U sort of sound. Kiisu. Something like that. Kiisu. It's like an oo and an e sound. You kind of combine them. Ooh, e, ooh, e. You just do them at the same time. Close, not perfect. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, I don't even know what accent I need, what the name of the accent would be to say it correctly, but hopefully I'm at least getting a good, like, American approximation of it. S+0 and all but clams. Well, thank you. All right. Let's see here. Clam Blitz Ink Blot. So we've seen Ink Blot once before, but it was on Rainmaker. Got a Carbon Roller going out. So that's a new addition here. Izzy also playing on Brush this time instead of the Charger that we've been seeing so far. 2 down on purple team. Kiss in a great position right now on their plat, but no clams at the moment. Tries to throw a couple clams back to Izzy, but Izzy gets distracted by an opponent pushing in. Silent One trying to get in there. Don't think they have the clams to make it happen here. Yeah, Kiss keeping plat completely clear of enemy players right now. Just waiting for the team to get in with the power clam, and they do. They do have some scoring potential, too. Stinky Inky getting a few more in, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to maintain here. Izzy Boo, the only one with any clams left, and it's a Powers that's going to show off where they are. No sneaking for them. Kiss also with the unsafe jump gets picked off by Agent 8. Good follow-up by Izzy Boo to get 1, and then 2. Second one from Kiisu, Estonia Nordic there. Izzy Boo getting in there, takes out Silent One, putting Banky under a lot of pressure. Kiisu gonna get in there with this clam. They are, but no more follow-up, it would seem, just yet. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I spoke too soon. Izzy Boo with the missiles. Not gonna get there. But Stinky Inky might be able to get 1 or 2 more in. Not really gonna happen. Purple team, good defense there after the initial basket break. Agent 8 trying to push in on the right here. It finds 2. Kiisu in trouble. Able to take out Agent 8. Oh, and actually able to take out Beyond Destroyer too. So 2v2 now for yellow and blue team, or purple team here. Kiisu gets another couple here by themselves. Gets a jump too. Very fortunate for them. So yellow team in position to make a good scoring push here. They've got a lot of clams coming in. They've got 9. They need 1 more. And they're going to go to try and score, it looks like. Roller drops down on top of them. Kiisu able to get them with the Inkjet. Great bait there, using the Power Clam to get people to rush at the Inkjet and mow them down that way. It's not a very orthodox play that you tend to see in competitive play, simply because it takes the Power Clam out of play for such a long time, but worked out very nicely in that situation. Kiisu taking advantage of right peek, but is too damaged to beat Banky in that fight there. Kiss going to be forced to play a little bit safer, wait for the rest of their team to come in. Meanwhile, Purple Team put together some scoring potential here. Got a Power Clam. Unfortunately, it's on the Carbon, so they're not going to be able to Shark very much. So hopefully that doesn't impede their ability to play their weapon too much. It's a pretty neutral battle for mid right now. Missiles go out. Banky finds himself trapped, forced to fight against Stinky Inky. Does win that. Izzybu going to try and collapse as well to help out. So far, a win for Purple Team, but Kisu on the right side. They've made some magic happen before. Agent 8 goes down to Izzybu. Atticus is stuck. Atticus is down. Silent One does get one in return, but fight definitely going Yellow Team's way. Ooh, excuse me. Silent One actually makes it over the top and trades with Stinky Inky. Very close to actually making it in with that clam. Wouldn't have had much scoring potential after the fact, so honestly probably better that they got splatted so they didn't give the enemy team a power clam in return for that, but still almost making something happen out of nothing there. Silent One trying to get a pick on the landing, doesn't actually find it, but does take out Kisu. Looks like Kisu's teammate ran away and they were taking that fight 1v1 instead of 2v1 like it could have been. So, unfortunate situation for them there. Stinky Inky gets taken out by Agent 8. Purple Team has significant map control here. Now the question is, can they put their clams together and get a push going on the basket? Right now they are distracted by someone on the far right-hand side, and at this point the entire enemy team has respawned and is on plat. So it's going to be a much harder fight to get out there, and the missiles are coming out, and Kisu's already got a pick. Silent One is stuck with him as well. Kisu gets them as well, so that's 2 down, and it's all Agent 8 can do to save the power clam even for a moment. Kiss right on top of it, going to prevent Atticus from really going in and getting anything done. Great hammer as well from Kiss to take them out, and takes out Banky at the same time. Yellow Team looking solidly in control here. No clam made for Purple Team. No pity clam to speak of. It's probably over right now. And it ends because Purple Team with 0 clams. It's Koru. Are you guys alternating every game? Is that what's happening? That's what I'm assuming. Okay. So that was Koru, so this next one's going to be Banky. Hi, Tao Young. Good to see you. All right. Down to some more Rainmaker. We've already played Rainmaker on Inkblot, so I'll take that one off. And we'll switch the rotation up. I think we've got... do this. It's probably... And we'll switch these guys. And maybe that'll work out. I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along. Rainmaker Blackbelly. Popular competitive map. Glad you kept playing, Copyright Strike. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is going to be Banky. Took the game after spec. I took the next one and played ball play. Okay. And hello, Ultra Luigi 85. Always a pleasure, Tal. Okay. Almost set. Just waiting for, I think, Izzybu here to have their weapon and everything ready. They've been switching weapons around quite a bit, so they're probably looking for the gear and everything that they want to run. Thanks, everybody, for being here. This is Bravous Splatoon's community night. We're going to be doing one of these every month going forward. It'll be on a Saturday. That seems to be the night that most people were available. But a reminder that if this is your first time watching us here, we also do a stream every Tuesday called Squid School, where it's a little bit of a different format. We get footage from a member... Oh, that's not good. Was that a host DC there? Oh, that was a host DC. That just broke everything. Oh, no. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Well, I guess while we're at it, since you are a captive audience, I'm going to go and delete some friends and make room for all of the new people who've tried to add me here. Oh boy, this is going to be... I think I've got at least 4, maybe 5 that I need to delete here. But while we're doing that, a little bit about ourselves. We are Bravous Esports. We're a company that's aimed at getting esports to, large populations of people that already know each other so they can get to know each other better, so they can play together. We work with universities, we work with businesses, we work with parks and rec departments, and we run events to try and improve company culture, try and help people make friends. So that's our mission. Going back to what I was saying earlier, on Tuesdays we have a show called Squid School, where we'll take footage recorded from one of our community members, somebody from our Bravous Splatoon community Discord. Oh my goodness, they just keep coming. That looks suspiciously like Popgun. I'm gonna not get rid of them. We VOD review it. We do a usually like hour-long coaching session with that player on stream, as well as playing some League with them and giving them opportunities to ask questions. So if that is something that you are interested in, check out the Discord server here. And we will, you'll be able to find me, Gem, in there, and that's how you can send me a request for a VOD review. We'll get you on the schedule that way. So just let us know if there's, some goal that you've been trying to work toward that you have been struggling to get through, or if you just like some tips, come and check that out. That's every Tuesday from 3 to 5 Arizona time. Arizona time's a little weird because they don't do daylight savings. Right now, they are aligned with Pacific. But once the time zone changes, they'll be on Mountain. So, a little bit confusing there, but should be able to figure it out, I would think. Okay, I think we probably have enough space after all of these deletions to go and get all the friend requests. But man, have we made a lot of new Squid friends today. 12. My goodness. Zugzwang, that's a cool name. That's a chess term. It means a situation in which you are currently not threatened, but if you move, you put yourself at a disadvantage. All right. Getting through it. I think we deleted enough. I think we've got space. Found your channel with the how to rank up videos. Squid School's my favorite. Thank you. And there's Squivig. Hi, Squivig. Thank you, Jellybean. I like talking to people about the game, I like helping people out with, accomplishing their goals with it. And I used to be a classroom teacher, right? You can, oh, Mondo is actually trying to play with us. Whoops. I deleted them earlier. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. My bad. Hopefully we've deleted enough at this point. Okay, this one's gonna go through. I think we have one more after this, and I'm not sure if there are enough people deleted now. Platypus? What? That's definitely a ram in your profile picture, but go off. Okay, we did it. So let's have a free-for-all for who gets to get into the lobby now. This should be fun. Having friends playing with makes it better, definitely. It's a lot easier to keep your mentality in check when you're playing with teammates, when you've got people that you're accountable to around you. You're Mondo, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so that was Clam Blitz, and now we're back on Rainmaker, I think, and it was Rainmaker Blackbelly. But who knows who we're actually going to get. There's already somebody new. We've got Lorium, we've got Books. We've got Kissback. Banky made it in, it looks like. We've got Agent 8, Kisu, Stinky, Inky, Horchata, and N. All right. Here we go, everybody. The order of specking is completely thrown off at this point. We're just going to start at the top again, and if you've already spec'd once, I will skip over you. So, like, I'll skip over Banky or Koru, whoever ends up being down there. That's me. Hi. Hi, V2.0. Or, I think you showed up on the last Squid School, didn't you? I think I remember you from there. En passant. Yes, indeed. Let's use all of the fancy chess terms. Zugzwang is more of a concept than it is a tactic. What's free-for-all? Free-for-all? You can't play a free-for-all in this. I mean, I guess you can kind of, sort of splat your teammates by picking up the Rainmaker and standing next to them until you blow up. My name is pronounced... Well, so it's 3 syllables? Biyukas? Like that? Yes, Ikami? Do weapon request? What? It's a bab? Oh my goodness. Huge fan. Check out at Sploon Baby on Twitter for some of the best Splatoon art you've ever seen. Oh, the blaster shots from behind. Can they get rid of it? Yes, they can. Stop the Rainmaker push there. Good job by Kiss. A little bit of a hairy situation there, because if they slip by Kiss, Kiss is out of the picture on defense, but they're able to get it done. So, we're working on popping. There's another friend request. Just all of the friendship today. Hello, Echo. Welcome, welcome. We currently have at least 2 lobbies going, both of which I think are full. But I know there was a discussion, maybe joking or otherwise, of potentially getting another one going in the Discord server. So if there's interest in that, by all means, go for it. You know, just because we can't fit you in the stream lobby doesn't mean you don't have to play. But here we go. We've got a whole bunch of people pushing forward on yellow team. This is very coordinated. They got Banky's feet. Or no, that was Koru, I think. I keep getting it wrong. And they're streaking forward with the Rainmaker there. Might have been able to get a little bit further if the frontliners had actually pushed up in front there. Good trade there from Stinky Inky, all things considered. But purple team going to take control. Yellow with a push to 18, which is very solid here. Going to be tricky to get that far. But anything can happen. They got almost 3 minutes left still. Looks like purple team leaning towards the left-hand side push here. And yellow not quite in position to defend it yet, except for Kiss. And sharking here, as blasters are prone to do. Not a lot of ink to work with, so they need to hit this shot right here, right now. Agent 8 might actually have been able to splat them if they'd taken the fight. But Kiss able to stop it there. Hey, let's not squid bag, please, Kiss. We would prefer that we maintain some some decorum here. Agent 8 pushing in on the right-hand side. Gonna take one out. Stinky Inky next to go down. And Bravous. That's the best that I can think based on the pronunciation guide they gave me. Is trying to defend on this K-Machine. They are defending pretty well. It's really tough for Purple Team to break through this and staying alive too. Koru able to get one. Probably going to be able to take out N as well, so that's another one down, but Kiss ready to follow up. Horchata with a great Rainmaker shot. Stinky Inky going to fire missiles at them. Agent 8 going to try and go in, but it is a 1v3. Not going to work out in their favor that way. Koru trying to get in there, but again, no support from the rest of the team. Kisu trying to make something happen here on the ledge. Does take out Kiss, but they are the last one standing for their team. Yellow team not being super aggressive to go and push the Rainmaker here. Might be giving Purple Team a bit of a chance to set back up behind it and go in again. They've got another special out. They've got people in front. Agent 8's grabbing it and going, but they're not going to make it all the way. So they're going to need to pop it once more, but Kisu gets another pick. Purple Team does have the advantage here. And Koru goes in with a crazy flank, gets two. That's huge. It's up to Bravous to stop this, and they do. 1 point short. That's insane. The pop goes out, though, and Koru is the one to pick it up, and he's able to knock it out. Wow. What a wild match. That was Koru, right, Banky? That had to be Koru. Oh my god. That was Banky. Whew. Okay. They are brothers, and they are sharing a Switch. And I'm getting it wrong every time. Alrighty. Well, actually, we didn't have any maps turned off on that one, so lucky we didn't get anything terrible. I think that's probably fine. Nothing too unacceptable there, I don't think. Okay. Away we go. Oh, this is still Black Belly. Oopsie daisies. I guess we're playing this one more time. Sorry about that, folks. Granted, it is a completely different map when it's on zones, so different experience, you know? Hey, Gem, this round is Koru's. Got it. All right, so Banky flicking the check mark on them. Can we have Walleye? You want a Walleye there. Sure, we can sneak that in there, I suppose. Camp TC. Yeah, Camp TC is fine, I think. It's a little choke pointy, but it's hard. It's really awkward to get into defensive positions there, too. I think it's, you know, it's not super snowbally until you get past, like, 33 or something. And then it's just like, well, that should be game over. But getting past 33 is really hard to do. All right, so camp is a controversial one, it would seem. Can we get a Moray troll face? No, not allowed. All right, here we go. Both teams taking their respective zones. Let's see how they decide to push around to the other ones. So 1-for-1 trade to start things off, but Kisu able to also get Koru here. Checks to make sure it was actually Koru. Yes, this is Koru. Okay. Don't let Gem deceive you. Camp is garbage. Like I said, controversial. Yisu with a great push onto T here, able to take out a couple. And now with Stinky Inky, they're looking to try and push the Charger player out of play here. Charger not going to back up, though. Going to hold their ground, and Stinky Inky does go down, pushing a little bit too far in once the opponents respawn. Missiles go out, but Agent 8 is right on top of them. Kisu with a great response. 2 down on purple team. Yellow looking poised to put more points on the board here. Koru also down on the right-hand side. Another friend request sent to Gem. Very exciting stuff here. Kisu gets in there, takes out Beyond Destroyer, takes out Koru. And also takes... You guys have been Beyond Destroyer for such a long time. I didn't think about that, but it's been years, right? Like, literal years. Have to join the VC, join the server. Not necessarily, not if you don't want to. I don't even know what the capacity is. There's a lot of people in there. And a lot of them are going to be watching Devi's side of things. Devi is running a second lobby. And so you can always check in there to see if she has room. And third lobbies are definitely welcome if somebody wants to run them. Right now, we do have one extra space open here, it looks like, filled by Atticus, who was in here earlier. Okay, let's get Black Belly off the menu, since we've done that so many times already. It's going to be tower control here. And Tower Wahoo is gross. All right. I don't think Kiss has spec'd yet. If they have, I do apologize, but I know we skip over... It is now Banky this time around, so we'll skip over that spec this time. It is still Black Belly, isn't it? And this is not a good Black Belly mode either. I do apologize. Oh, you did spectate once already? Oopsie daisies. Best lobby host NA right here. Self-proclaimed. Might as well play Black Belly Clams, complete the trifecta. Nah, we're going to fix it this time. We're going to be better. Actually, I'm glad I didn't get in. Jeez. Yeah, it's not a great map mode. It's very snowball-y once you get into the half pipe with the tower. The entire contest is fought for like second checkpoint. After that, it's like, if they made it in there, it's just kind of a crapshoot. All right. So teams are gonna try and scuffle before they go for the tower here. 1 down on purple team. Agent 8 actually getting on the tower despite the numbers disadvantage. Riding it safely so far, but you have to imagine that's not going to last long. They get to 86 and it's done. Yellow team triggers the tower to go backwards, and now it's 2 down on purple. 3 down on purple. It's a big stagger. Great pick from Atticus there. The yellow team going to have solid control over the tower, or are they? Great placement on the Booyah Bomb. Completely stalls that push out. Atticus going in and going down here. No real front line from purple team here. Might be a comp issue. They don't really have anyone who's super good at pushing forward on this comp. K-Pro is probably the closest, but even it is going to be kind of midline range. So they might have some difficulty moving up when they need to. It's going to require their midliners to make some really aggressive plays. We're seeing right here with a Beyond Destroyer with Banky, I believe this was. Going in, gets a pick on T. Going after Stinky Inky. Forced to turn around to hit those shots. Doesn't find him until now. Oh, this is a strong position for purple. They're probably going to get through this check. All right. So now, can yellow team put up a defense on this checkpoint? If they cannot, it is a very difficult game to play from that point forward. Because the half pipe is very linear. It is difficult to flank. It Takes a really long time for someone to get in there, and it's easy to watch and defend from. Stinky Inky is going for it and does actually pick off Agent 8. So that is going to stop the push and force N to retreat back to the tower. Stinky Inky has their back now, but is held off, it looks like, by Atticus. Meanwhile, fight going on the enemy hill. Stinky Inky is now in some trouble. Atticus able to take them out. And they're on third checkpoint here. This is all but it for purple team. They just need to push it the remaining few points here. Inkjet goes out, but nobody's on the tower, so there's nothing to clear this away for right now. The splashdown puts some damage onto Agent 8. Oh, but Horchata doesn't need to jump. It doesn't matter. Laurium does. Purple team trying to stay in there and trying to keep this push going, but they might actually be getting routed here. A few bombs behind, and they're going to be in some trouble. They try to maintain that position. Stinky Inky does go down, but it's a 2-for-2 situation right now, looks like, but the Booyah Bomb takes out Horchata. So they've got some time to reset on yellow team, but purple team able to maintain the push. Great snipe on the tower there. 2 down on purple team. Banky also goes down, so that should actually be a reset for yellow team. They need to make sure purple can't get back on the tower, but crisis averted for now. They have about 2 minutes. Not a super long time, but it is doable. Oh, no, the pick does not work out there. Agent 8 able to get them, and now purple back on the tower, stalling things out, making it take a lot longer for yellow to be able to get back into the mix here. Agent 8 is still riding. It's actually still moving. This is a big threat now for yellow team. They didn't close out on the right-hand side, and now purple back on the tower with tons of paint control. They've got a Ray out. Can Atticus ride it the rest of the way? They're definitely getting more points. Oh, and they roll over too to get the KO. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Atticus gonna run around and splat you. All right. I fixed it. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna oh, it's already double fixed. Okay. On to Clamblitz. 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 All right. Clamblitz Skipper. This is a really interesting map mode. It's generally not super well liked, but it's also, I don't think it's like fundamentally anti-competitive or anything. The way this map mode works, in my understanding, is you have 2 directions to go to get to the basket, and it's really, really linear, both of them. So you need like a ton of firepower to force your way in and try to set up. Once you get there, there is some nice ground that you can take from the enemy team to be able to maintain that push and keep the clams coming in. But it just cramming your way into their base in the first place is really, really difficult. But it happens very often because you spawn so close to the enemy basket. So lots of fighting, lots of big special pushes, and lots of like goofy clam jumps and that sort of thing can definitely happen. Another interesting fact about this map is that there are way more clams that spawn towards the bottom of the map. So even though the short way into the goal is through the top side, in order to kind of load up to have enough clams, a lot of the time you need to send someone to the bottom side to get enough to make a power. So I think there's still some interesting tactics to it, even though it's not as complex a map as it is in most of the other modes, where you have multiple angles of attack. All right, here we go. Rolling out. Looking like purple team favoring mid control here, while we're sending a few more members of yellow to other places. A snipe does go down for purple team, so they're going to be able to push in through the top side, but they do not have enough clams yet. So they can take control of the basket all they want, they don't actually get anything out of this until they're able to meet back up with Kiss, who's got the lion's share of their clams. So yellow team going to be able to recover here. And they're starting to put some pressure on towards the middle of the map. Meanwhile, purple team continuing that push that they were starting towards the basket here. They're looking for a super jump in, and there it goes. So this should score. Now it's a question of how much can they put in after the fact. I think Koru gets chased down really hard there. Where's this still banking? I'm not sure. I lost track. I'm bad at that. All right, Horchata with a good defense there on the power clam, preventing anyone from coming and picking that up. Kiss tries to go in a little bit further and gets shut down. And now they actually need to stop this power clam from going in. It goes short. Can they get the pick in time? They cannot. Yukis able to actually get the splashdown out under the basket as well. Not actually going to get anybody, but yellow team able to get a couple clams in to take lead. Can Stinky Inky get this in? Nobody was watching, and Stinky Inky gets a power in as well. So a few more points going down for yellow. Definitely a worthwhile push on their part at this point. Reason I say that, there are some pushes where you get a power clam in and it's not worth it because you're giving the enemy team a pity clam and kind of giving up a lot of your pushing potential, going down, probably using specials for it. So you really need some follow-up if you're going to be making power clam pushes. And purple team did not have a lot of it when they got in the first time there. All right, so a push is shut down against Kiss here. They're trying to go in on the bottom side, but more of yellow team is there. Lots of pressure on the top side here from purple team. Horchata on the flank. Can they get it done? No, they get collapsed on, but Kiss trying to go in and make something happen. Nothing doing, it looks like. Purple team not going to be able to get in on that push. That seagull threw me off. I thought that was a player for a second. I do always feel bad when you roll out on this map because there are always some birds right in front of you that you scare away when you start moving forward. Like, I'm sorry, birds. You were just chilling there. Oh no, somebody threw a power clam off the ledge for yellow team here. The baller does go in and they throw a power clam across, but it's going to be hard for Kiss to just pick up. We've got a lot of pressure on them right now, and it's about to drop. Does Horchata get in there? They do. Purple team is in the basket. They are throwing clams. Are there going to be enough? They're throwing some across the way. That's brilliant teamwork there from Laurium. You love to see it. And they will take the lead off of that, and they're still in. Not enough clams, though. They're going to have to find some more. If Horchata can get more, no, they cannot. So they're going to have to try and maintain mid-control instead. Kiss is going to go down there. Laurium in some trouble if they decide to keep pushing this. It's up to the tap shots. And 1-for-1 trade in middle there, so not a huge deal. Horchata in a very aggressive stance right now, trying to push into the enemy base. Meanwhile, Bukis getting control. Lots of clams down there. They're going to make a rush at the basket. It's just the charger between them and it. Can they make it in? They can. Can they get any follow-up? That's the next question. So they're going to need this power clam to go in or something. Power clam does not go in. Nobody scores anymore. Great shutdown there from purple team. Let's see, next power clam that goes in is going to put 7 more points down, which puts them at 47. Which is not enough to get them the lead. They need a power clam plus 2. In order to take lead here. N and Beyond Destroyer competing for the bottom side. We have a fall from yellow team here, so they're at a bit of a power play. Purple team trying to make their way in. They have 11 clams. They don't have a power made yet, though. They need to consolidate, and all the clams are on Beyond Destroyer at the very bottom down there. They need to be able to get in there. Okay, they've got almost enough. They're still trying to make one more. Beyond Destroyer going to be able to get one in, but they need 2 more. And that power clam is not going to find it. So Laurium needs to be making a power clam right now, because otherwise they have no way to score and overtime will not get triggered. And I don't think they know that. I don't think they're working for it. What triggered overtime? There isn't a power clam in play. How do they have overtime? Oh, purple team's in the lead. Derp. The power clam does go down on the bottom side. I was so confused there for a second. I got completely mixed up. Whoopsie daisies. Yeah, the birds are great. I like how the birds totally just survived like this cataclysmic event that wiped out all the humans. There's still some birds there, you know. They're chilling. All of the other life got wiped out, but not the birds. The birds are fine. No issues for the birds. All right. So we do actually have one more space open here. We'll see if that gets filled up. 2 more spaces. Ooh. Ooh. It's been years since you guys changed your tag to Beyond Destroyer. You guys have been that for a minute. Okay. So I don't think we've had Horchata sit yet. So they will ride the bench here for 1 game. Clicked on the wrong person. Whoops. Yeah, anybody is free to join. This is an open lobby. I probably actually have some friend requests that I haven't accepted, so I'll probably need to go and attend to those at some point. Not particularly high level, so no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got anyone from B rank to high level X rank in here. When am I gonna play? Do we want me to play? I was just trying to make enough room for other people to play here. But if you guys want me in, I can do it. All right. More friend requests. Goodness. All right. Here we go. Rainmaker on Starfish. Hear me out, lock set. Maybe if we get all the way down to the bottom of the spec, then we can go for it. I don't know. Lobby resetting hasn't, like, completely refreshed the players who are here. Like, if we really want to rotate, what we'd want to do is ask for people who previously played to not keep joining in. But really what I'd like for people to do is just have a whole bunch of lobbies going at once. We do currently have one going with Devi. The voice chat is going to be in the Bravous community Discord. If you hit !Discord, you will find it there. Quick plug while we're at it, the Bravous community Discord is also where you can request VOD reviews from me for Squid School. So if you've ever seen that show or seen any of the videos and want some coaching individually from me, that would be where you request it. All right, purple team with a huge advantage right now. They've got a whole bunch of them down. They've got the Rainmaker. They've got one pushing ahead of the Rainmaker. They're going to try and get into the base. They do take out Beyond Destroyer here. Silver Shadow in the way, though. Great defense from them so far. Even if they go down here, they stalled for a while, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Beyond Destroyer needs to get in there. They're at the angle where they can KO, and they got it. Great work there from purple team. The Sploosh going in and getting some work done. Actually, no, that was the Blaster player. Sorry. I was misreading the KA numbers. Sniped Devies. All right, there you go. Bab is in. Okay, it was both the Sploosh and the Blaster. Absolutely popping off there. Okay. So that was Starfish. If I leave from here, I think I'm still good. 5 more new friend requests. Holy moly. Okay, I need to delete... Goodness, 7. Need to delete 7 friends to make space for all of this. This is crazy. Okay. Man, it takes so long to delete friends, too, once you get close to the limit here. So I apologize for the short break in the action here, but we kind of Gotta need to make some room. Just thinking of like who I haven't played with in a little while. Devi's kicking you out. What happened? Were you mean to Devi? They have a queue going on. Oh, okay. So they have a system figured out. All right. Wow. Honestly, I don't actually play games with Mikey. And he's not a Splatoon player that much. So I think for the sake of making space for people that are actually going to be playing here, that's actually a good call. Don't recall playing with them very much. Oh yeah, they've only got... They don't even have triple-digit hours in Splatoon. Probably a streamer that I played with at some point. Funny because it's a pen. I mean, the Glugas are glue guns. I think that's really funny. I think that's great. Man, I've lost track of how many people I've deleted at this point. About to have triple digits. All right, well... Kuromi was added previously, and I don't think I've played with them very recently at all. And the fact that they have more hours in other games probably hints that that's what's going on there. I don't remember who this is at all. Probably another tournament player, maybe? I don't know. Like he passed the 1,000 hour mark already. For some reason, hasn't updated in months. Oh, that's weird. I've never heard of that happening. I haven't played with Todd in a minute. I think he like retired from competitive. Because I haven't seen Splatforce in a good... They disbanded a while back. I don't know that they've reformed or anything like that. Okay, only a couple more and then I think I've got it covered. Maybe? Maybe? I think this person used to come to my streams, but I haven't seen them in a good long time. Okay, and we'll go one more, and then we'll go see if we have enough deleted to make space. I know that that was a streamer, and they're not playing any of the games that I have played very recently, so I'll drop out of there. Yeah, I definitely want a Super Soaker that's just a splatter shot. Just give me a T-Tech. All I want is a T-Tech. Oh my goodness, so many friends. We're getting there. Bathtub. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's funny because only like a few of you are probably going to make it into the lobby itself. Man, there are so many people. Yeah, it's so long. Like, if you have fewer friends added, then this is a little bit more instant. But it's crazy with a full friends list. Yeah, I agree. 300 isn't enough at all. It's like Why not just let them hit like a memory limit or something on the console? Why artificially limit it to 300 even if they have the space for it? I really don't understand why that would be. Can't get into the room? Well, currently there is no room. So... Or no, there is a room, but we've just been doing that forever. All right, now that that's all done, let's play the video game. Gosh. Zones, Schellendorf, here we go. Yeah, so this one's full. There, it looks like there is a second like overflow one that Devi is handling, which has a queue system. And again, if somebody is interested in running a third, feel free, you know, go for it. We want to get as many people playing as we possibly can. Servers are so bad. Fun fact, there are no servers. It is entirely peer-to-peer. Otherwise, a host disconnect, they could just shift the game to a different host. But the host actually just deletes the game if they drop out of it. Oh yeah, there is no server architecture whatsoever for any Switch game or any. I shouldn't say that because like they have games like Rocket League, third-party games. For any first-party Nintendo game, they do not have servers. Yeah, $20 a year. See, here's the thing, right? Like other companies also make you pay for their online service, and they might actually have servers, but like. If you're making an online game, why is the cost of online not just part of the price of the game? Like, if the companies themselves are maintaining the servers and not, like, Microsoft themselves, they're kind of just collecting money for nothing. And there are legitimate reasons for that. Like, there's an argument to be made that... the consumer expectations for the price of a video game are too low right now that like people look at like an $85 price tag for a video game and go, ugh, why would I pay that? When that's actually kind of what the game should cost based on the resources it takes to make them now. Like that's what you get for your nicer graphics and everything. It costs a lot more to produce these games. And inflation is also having a big impact on the industry. So that's why you're seeing all of these sneaky practices to get more money out of the games that they put out there. You know, the microtransactions, the games as a service model instead of being a physical product that you own, the, you know, nickel and diming on the online functionality, all of these different extras that they tack on there are to make up for the fact that games should actually cost more than they currently do. So it's a complicated situation in that regard. But I think in a vacuum, the justification for making someone pay for online is not based on the actual cost of providing online play or anything like that. Especially in Nintendo's case, where they literally run it peer-to-peer, and there's basically not a lot of maintenance at all. Very even game so far. I haven't commented on it once, and it's almost halfway done, but 54 to 57, both with penalties. We got a double backline on both, actually triple backline on one squad, and then two E-leaders. So I don't know if they came to some kind of gentleman's agreement here, that they were just gonna stand on the glass and shoot people, but that's all that's been happening here. Purple team managing to take the lead here. They do, in fact, have a frontline weapon or two on Purple team, which is probably a huge advantage in that they can have people down there being difficult and painting the zone, whereas it's a lot more difficult for Yellow team to take a position where they can paint it. But they are able to pick off those frontliners pretty easily because of how many people are watching them. The ray goes out. Mondo trying to push forward and get some people. They don't have control of the zone yet, though. It's going to go to the Chargers here to paint it. We'll see if Silver Shadow can interrupt it for long enough. It is an end zap, going to paint a lot, but they also have to fear the laser. And Yellow team is able to scare them away long enough to get a cap. Atticus trying to get a snipe here from the left-hand side. There's a battle between them and Kiss right now. They're both looking at each other. It's just a game of chicken. They both fire a shot, they both miss. Meanwhile, Beyond Destroyer trying to pop this hammer and bust into the middle of the Yellow team. They are going to go down eventually, but the Purple team able to cap the zone for it. Atticus and Kiss still going for it here. Bubbles get launched over to the other side. Not going to do an awful lot. Not going to help paint the zone or anything like that. Maybe trying to get some like AoE damage around the cover that Kiss was using, but not really getting anything out of that there. The battle on the top side here is going Purple's way. Got Silver Shadow in here focusing the zone. Forced out by Mondo, but still ticking down points for Purple team. It is a 1-for-1 trade. Yellow needs to get a cap here really soon. And it looks like they might do that. They have Bubbles in the way. Lorium and Silver Shadow trying to hang on with all their might, but Yellow team going to get it. All right. Time ticking down here. Yellow needs to be in control to get overtime, and they will have it. They need to keep the paint on the zone here. Mondo trying to get out of that situation. Doesn't look like they will. It's 2 down for Yellow team to only 1 down for Purple. Purple going to go in and try and take the zone right here, right now. Beyond Destroyer with a great flank, and Yellow goes down. Purple will be the winner of that match. What's up, Riku? Good to have you. Man, that was something, I have to say. I don't know why we all decided to go backline, but the decision was made. Okay. I'm trying to remember if we had end spec. I want to say they were near the bottom the first time around, so I don't think they have yet. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I do believe Atticus has spec'd. And then everyone else can spec after them. All sweet Sweetser, what? Aerospray? Oh, hey, we were just talking about Camp Tower. Found your channel from the S Plus video. Those tips I got from S to S Plus 6. Well, congratulations. Glad you found them helpful. I respect that gives me time to get a snack. Yeah, there you go. That's the strat. DC Camp. Let's see what y'all do with it. Maybe I don't want to join yet. Well, you won't have to play it again if you join now. Oh, special charge up. Gotcha. Not a lot of love lost for this. I don't know. I think this is one of the better ones. I think feel like Zones is... I feel like Zones is a little overrated just because of how hard certain weapons shut down the pushes, but there's so many angles you can hit the tower from here. Like, being able to play good defense on a map, I don't think is ever a bad thing. I think it just means that you get longer matches, longer engagements. Splatoon isn't a game that gets, like, super duper campy. Like, it's campier in this game than it was in, like, Splatoon 1, where you could just run in with Kraken or something, but at the end of the day, it is a very fast-paced game. People are going to go down, and stuff is going to happen eventually. This might be my favorite mode for this map. It's between this and Splat Zones for sure. Rainmaker is a bit of a slog, and Clams is probably the worst by far. But I don't hate this. Like, it puts the tower in a really vulnerable place, so it forces you to hold on very effectively on offense, and makes it really difficult for you to get lockout pushes. Maybe faster. It depends, yeah. The movement tech is a big question mark in my head. Because my thinking is, what could happen is that extra dash you get just has a ton of end lag, and it's almost never worth using unless you're like a dynamo and you need the extra movement, right? Or it could be melee wave dashing. Like, there's so much room for the game to be really fast, but also for it to just be, like, really, really slow. And we just have not seen enough footage to know for sure which it's going to be between the two. Like, we really need frame data for that sort of stuff. And that's something that you're just not going to be able to see from the casual, like, Nintendo players who they grabbed for the footage that they shoot for the trailers, you know? Who's to say how fast the game can go if you only give it to B-rank players? Like, you need to get someone at a competitive level who's really going to be interested in pushing the game based on the frame data and see what the game is capable of to really know how fast it's going to go. But there's always that thought in the back of my mind that, like, so there was Super Smash Bros. 64, phenomenal game. There's Super Smash Bros. Melee, one of the best competitive video games of all time. And then after Melee, which, by the way, very, very short dev cycle, very, like, they had like a year and a half to make that video game. They make Brawl, which they had much, much more time to do, had much more characters, much more of everything, and competitively, it was garbage that nobody plays anymore. Barely anybody plays anymore. There are some Brawl players out there, but it was so slow, it was so floaty, your character just randomly trips some of the time, it was terribly balanced, like half the cast was completely unplayable, and Meta Knight and Ice Climbers were broken beyond belief. Like, there was just so much wrong with that game, competitively speaking. And my worry is that Splatoon 3 is very similar to that situation, where you had Splatoon 2, which is a great, fast, fun, competitive game that made some improvements on a phenomenal Splatoon 1, a phenomenal debut of the series. And Splatoon 2 came out in like 2 years. But Splatoon 3, they've had a really long time to make. So, like, is Splatoon 3 the Brawl of the series? Is that what it's going to end up being? That's what's always going through my head as someone who lived through the release of Brawl as a young, impressionable kid. That game radicalized me, all right? That game made me just a little bit more anti-capitalist than I was before, just as a teenager. Like, I legitimately lost a lot of faith in companies because of the way that all of that was handled and the way that Nintendo deals with their competitive community. So, maybe I'm jaded. Maybe I should be more optimistic than I am. But that's what's running through my head. Oh no, Squivig, are you going to fall into the water because of that? Oh no, Squivig. Of all of the things in the game for me to have seen, that's not one of them you wanted. All right, yellow team actually on an overtime push here. They're going to be able to score. They need some support for Kiss over here on the tower because they are getting pushed by Horchata, but they also need to control the second checkpoint. Ooh, Horchata with a great pick, and that's going to shut down the push then and there. Good job to purple team for holding on. What's up, Bananas? Right, these just regular PBs? Yes, we're holding just PBs for anybody who wants to join in. Also, if you want to join the Discord server, there is another set of PBs being run by Devi in there. And you might be able to get a third one going or something like that. I'm not exactly caught up on whether that's happened yet, but definitely a possibility. We'll turn camp off and shut down all of the controversy. So Atticus is already spec'd once. We'll put Squivig on spec now. Clamchovy. This, I think, is one of the weaker modes for this map, and I don't think it had to be either. Like, the thing I don't understand about this map is that they gave you so few ways to get into the basket. You can really only go 2 ways, and they are very close to each other, so it's very easy to play defense on this. Like, I really would have liked if you could get onto plat from the left-hand side. I don't know why they made that not work in this mode. Why you don't have that wall on the left, like... Is that true? Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I'm wrong here. But I think that this is the mode where you can only get into the basket over fan or over the far right, and that's it. I guess maybe you can do the silly fan thing on the far right, but that's not real when they're watching it, you know? Like, I don't know why they made it so linear when they had such a big map to work with. Atticus never spec'd? Okay. And Banky, who's to say that they don't feel the same way about Splatoon? You know, they've made some concessions to the Smash competitive community. They, you know, ran events they intended to be competitive, and they run the Splatoon events. But with the Splatoon events, they do not follow the community rule sets at all. Nowhere close to what they should be. Like, the counterpicking system for that series that they had recently was just abysmal. There were so many situations that we were seeing on stream where the winning team had an advantage going into the next game instead of getting a counterpick, because they were like, oh, well, let's just let one team pick the mode and one team pick the map, and one of those is significantly more powerful, and they gave that to the winning team. All right, a bit chaotic early on. Lots of people going down here. Two ways to basket. Yeah, the left side isn't paintable. I was right about that. And there's not even a column there. So it's like you go in on the right. That's the only way to go in. It's like you stand at the pillow over here, and you can see anything that is going to happen when they try to score on you. I guess the nice thing that they did for them was give height advantage to the opposing team, so you're disincentivized to try and stand there, but like, just put a Hydra there. It's really hard to push out. Like, it just gets really stally. You have to use a whole ton of specials to get through. And I don't think that's necessarily great for Clam Blitz. Whew. Rondo is able to make it out. Silver Storm. Storm Shadow, rather. Not so lucky there. Trying to get by, but runs out of ink. And the power climb goes down for yellow team. So 3 down. Purple team going to start to try and mount an offensive here. How's it going, Sin? Good to see ya. Is there room available? It's kind of just going to be a matter of trying to snipe a spot as soon as somebody leaves, I think. There is an overflow room that Devi is running that is also full, but they've got some kind of rotation going there, I've heard. So maybe there's a way that you can get in line there, I guess. Ooh, good snipe from Lorian there. Atticus going to try and rush them. They jump out wisely. Not a winning position for them from there. All right, so purple team has a score on the board. Yellow team's going to need to get Power Clan +1 to be able to take lead. Just remember, ties do not happen here. If the score is tied, then a point is added to the team that got it second. So the error there that yellow team made was that all of them had power clams, and so that gave away all of their positions. It gave away the timing of their pushes, and they were trying to push in without putting anybody out in front of the power clam there. So we really weren't able to make any space where it was safe for the power clam holder to push in. Still a tense moment for purple team, though, I'm sure, because any one of those goes in, and it's just one more clam, and the lead is gone. All right, 3v3 situation. They're going to play neutral for mid. Maybe a little bit more control for purple team, but they're not really exploiting it right now. They are not pushing out into mid. Looks like they might just be trying to play defense at the moment. One goes down for yellow team, trying to push over to the right, but Atticus able to get one back with that hammer. They push towards the basket. They do not have a power clam made yet. Horchata is close to one. Push going in from purple team as well over the fan. Decides to go in instead and play defense on the right-hand side. Comes up right behind Horchata and does not actually shoot at their back. They're in a little bit of a stalemate here. Horchata, can they save this? They can save this. They might actually be able to get in here. And they dodge the hammer. They don't get the throw. No, they do. The screen just lags. However, yellow team needs one more point in, and they do not have anyone near the basket at the moment. So that score is not actually going to give them the lead. They need one more power clam to go in, but it is just one power clam at this point. Purple team, meanwhile, does have a pity clam made. Oh, and they have a good push going in here through the left. They might be able to score that pity or condense a clam. They do. Kiss is able to get in. This is huge. Yellow team needs to shut this down in 15 seconds. If this push keeps going, then overtime will never be granted to them. Oh, that's huge points. Purple team got to be content with that. The timer will run out just in time, I think, to give overtime to yellow. Only just. But yellow team has their work cut out for them. They need to score a lot of points quickly to make this work. And they actually throw the power clam ahead. Atticus starting the push. They're going in with the hammer. They get one, but they need to save this power clam or at least get some extra clams in, and they're not going to be able to initiate this push. They don't get in time. I wish the timer on the overtime were longer for Clam Blitz. It used to be longer. And they honestly had a push there. It was still going to be close, but the timer just decided that it was game over, and so it was. Unfortunate. Yeah, that was super close to going in there. Alrighty. Moving right along to Rainmaker. Did have a space just open up. We'll see who's able to snipe it. To snipe. The balancing? What balancing? Alright, Kisu's made it in. I am going to go and see how many friend requests I've got. Okay, I've got 5, I think. I've got 5. Whoo, buddy! That's a lot. Let's go and delete some folks. Okay. Let's start deleting some people. That's 1. I need to count, so I know how many I need to go through. Oh, there's another. Oh, this is the Bravous switch that Mikey was using. So that one's just sitting in a crate in storage somewhere. This one is not Mikey himself. Okay. So this will be 3 once this actually finishes. How do I join in? My friend code is on the screen, and you get lucky, is how it's been so far. There's also there is another overflow room going on that's being run by Devi at the moment in the Discord server. So if you wanted to try there to see if you've got better luck, that's also an option. But at the moment, I've just been running the lobby, and when people leave, it fills up with more people. It's kind of how I've been doing it. In before, this is like my teammate or something, but I don't think it is. And there's another friend request, so we've got to add one more to the person, to the people that we're getting rid of here. Okay. I can't read these, so hopefully this isn't somebody that I know. Thank you. I don't want to refer to you as stupid idiot, but that is your YouTube tag. Thank you for saying so. I appreciate hearing that they're helpful. Okay. Oops. One too many B button presses. Let's make friends. Friend. Do you stream playing ranked? Usually no. If I were to do that, that would probably be on my personal channel. I said GG's. Sorry. Are you leaving? Oh, GG's. Sorry, I'm not catching up with chat all the time here. Thanks for the how to get out of X rank video. It helped me so much. You're welcome. That one's probably the best one of the bunch. You know. There's Sin. Already left. My controller was going to die. Gotcha. I was saying something earlier. I'm trying to remember what. Darn it. Oh, right. I was talking about playing playing ranked. I don't spend a lot of time playing ranked, and usually when I do, it's offline. Because I'm trying to focus on learning rather than... Because I've tried running streams where I play ranked in the past, and what always happens is I get distracted by paying attention to chat and don't pay enough attention to learning, and I'm basically just teaching myself bad habits that way. So I believe Atticus never did actually spec, so we'll put them on spec, and then we'll move on to Silver Shadow, and then Mondo, and then go on from there. I think Kiisu actually has spec'd at one point, but they're at the bottom of the list at this point, and so we'll have run through everybody by then. Oh, you're Lorium. Okay, that makes sense. Characters in my name mean kissing. Oh, that makes sense. Quad silver arrow spray. Yeah, okay, have fun with that if you want. I'd still watch if you don't read chat and have no mic. Oh, well, thank you. That's typically, like I said, it's not super often that I'll even go and play ranked. Like, a lot of the time I'm getting towards the middle of the month or the end of the month before I've even hit my placements. Sometimes I'll stream like a team practice or something, especially if we want to get a match recorded so that we can VOD review it later. But more often than not, actually, my personal stream has been a lot more like Elden Ring, Monster Hunter, just playing some single player co-op games, more than it has been Splatoon these days. Because I think I have more to offer as a coach than I do as like a model top player. Right? There are a lot of things that like I can point out in other people's gameplay and even my own, where I'm not at the execution level that I'm implementing those perfectly yet. There are definitely some people that I've VOD reviewed that I think are like more mechanically skilled than I am, and maybe I have some more expertise that I can lend to it, but I don't think it's my gameplay in particular that is extraordinary compared to your typical X-Rank player. I think it's more experience with the game, talking about mindset, and especially experience with competitive play that people can benefit from what I can teach. All right, yellow team with a good stop there. 2v2 situation. Kisu able to take out Squivig on the right-hand side, so they will have a slight numbers advantage. There is a shark here that is able to pick off Shadow. Kisu going to try and chase them down, and they're just going to try and dogpile on left. Mondo, I don't think got the memo. There was a range blaster in there, and Kiss actually able to get more done. They might be able to pick up and go a little further. Let's see what Shadow can do here, but they have a lot to contend with. Kiss able to get around, and they're going to go to the right. This is a really dangerous position for the Rainmaker to be in. It can score a lot of points really fast here. 20 is the push that Purple is able to pull off there. 2 down, 3 down on Purple team. Squivig gets one more for the road, but is going to have to hit the road soon if they want to stay alive here. That jump is dead for sure. The Ancient going out. Great job using the tree here, but Kyusu with the snipe out of the Inkjet from their own Inkjet. Great play there. Rainmaker's going to reset for yellow team. Kiss being a royal pain on the left-hand side. Horchata spotting this out, trying to get in there and do something about it. Kiss gonna back up and not contest any further. Bomb Rush going down in mid, but is the Bomb Rusher gonna get rushed down? They are. And nothing really going to be gained from that for the time being. Kisu getting over on the right-hand side, gets the splashdown cancel on Storm, and that might give them an opportunity to start a push here. Kisu trying to make some space here. Not gonna be the one that really wants to pick up the Rainmaker here. Shadow does pick it up, which is smart. They're going to go far left, it looks like. Not really looking to contest the right-hand side, but Kiss is going to get there. So this is going to force yellow team to push to car in order to get control of the Rainmaker again. I don't know if they're going to really gain much from doing that. There's a lot of purple team members already on the right-hand side, stopping them. So that is going to be dead push there. Might have had more success if they had just pushed to the right where their teammates were in that position, especially since you need to get to 20. Kisu going to get sussed out here. Can they take them out? 2-for-1 trade. Kisu's got to be happy with that one. Squivig playing it patient, though. They have the lead. They know that they don't really have to do anything crazy. Oh, they're facing up against the Bomb Rush here. They do get the pick with the Rainmaker, though. Fantastic play there from Squivig. Let's see if Mondo on this flank can get something done. They get a slosh onto Kiss, but Kiss going to be able to back up. They get Storm, though. And Horchata on the flank going to get Squivig. 2-for-1. Yellow team with slight advantage right now. They're going to need a little bit more than a one-player advantage to be able to push to 20, though. To 19, rather. That's what they really need. Mondo gets a pick on the Arrow Spray here. Arrow Spray, bad weapon. Don't recommend it. I'm only 25% trolling, by the way. Arrow Spray is very, very, very niche, which is another way of saying bad. Anyway, purple team getting a wipe on yellow here. Worth noting, yellow team has been slaying insanely well. They've been getting a lot of picks. The problem is that they have not been able to convert that into a push so far. When they get players down, they're not really able to mobilize very quickly and make space in front of the Rainmaker and get the Rainmaker moving. And that's really what this mode is about. Squivig getting up there, not really going to get much further, but still a huge pain to have to push all the way out of your base. Even though Purple Team almost wiped here, they're going to be able to spawn back in time to defend. Yellow Team going to let it reset here, going to try and get some map control so that when they do get the Rainmaker back in mid, they're going to be able to push further forward with it right away. But, oh, this flank here from Beyond Destroyer, they're going in here with the bombs. But look, there's the slaying power of the arrow spray on full display for you. They don't actually manage to pick it off. Another bomb rush going down in left closed here. But the Rainmaker is cut off by a machine. You have to imagine they're not... Oh my goodness, they're actually able to survive long enough. That's crazy. They decide to go... Okay, just the blaster. They pop Rain. Rainmaker is going far left. Now, they're not in scoring territory yet, but they do get a good pick. 15 seconds, 14 seconds. Ooh, and this is so rough with 2 yellow team members down. Kyusu fighting for the team's life in there. They might actually want purple team to pop for them. Yeah, now if somebody runs and grabs it, they will be able to start scoring right away, but nobody does get there in time. Kyusu gets the pick, but it's just too much pressure to both get the pick and get up there fast enough. So yellow team not going to be able to trigger overtime at all. Purple team is the winning team. Oh, what's up? It's Cascor. How's it going? Cascor is Coach Andre, formerly a member of Squid School himself. Good to have you here. All right. Rotate down and have Shadow Spec now. Just a shadow on the wall. Zones Albacore. Relatively popular Zones map for competitive play. One that very much favors backline weapons, so you tend to see some interesting comps here. Cascor was a coach. No longer works for us, but definitely spent a good long time. Was one of the players who was on the very first Squid School. Originally, Squid School was a show where I would teach my coworkers, the other Bravous coaches, how to play the game, and we'd record those lessons and have that be the stream. We typically just played League. The idea to VOD review came from a time where I VOD reviewed the coaches, and people on stream were very receptive to it. So that didn't actually, that previously wasn't a part of the show's structure. That's a newer addition. Wish my team had someone pointing things like out for us. Do you mean you're like on a competitive team and like in the general sense, or are you talking about your teams in these private battles? There are voice chats. You know, if you wanted to like do call outs, that's an available option to you. You can just go to the community Discord and hop in somewhere. The Splatoon Night Discord right now is currently being used for Devi's lobbies, but you could just jump in like General 1 or General 2, you know? You just coordinate with your teammates in the chat and tell them where to go, and you guys could do callouts if you wanted to. Totally an option. Yellow team with really strong control right now over the zone. Chata going down, trying to go for a flank. Hisu with another splashdown cancel, very consistent on that. Hammer goes over the top. Doing competitive with some guys from Uni. Julian, if you're interested, check out that Discord server and DM me, and we can do a VOD review. I would be happy to get a recording of your team. I can take the recording for you if you don't have equipment, if no one has a capture card. And I'd be happy to work with the entire team. I love doing whole team VOD reviews, you know? As much fun as I have doing the solo VOD reviews, I think there's a lot more depth to playing the game on a competitive level in a coordinated environment. And I'm always looking for teams that are interested in submitting footage so that I can talk to everyone involved on the team. So when I say, hey, your teammate should have been doing this in ranked, I can actually go to that teammate and say, hey, in this situation, what you need to be doing to support your teammate is this. And I think, you know, that helps you both so that you can improve, but also so that your teammates around you improve. And there's layers to it. It's really cool. So definitely hit me up if you're interested in that. I am Gem. So if you just go into that Discord server and find Gem and DM me, I'd be happy to help out. What was that? That was Albacore. That's right. Okay. Looks like we lost Storm Shadow there. So going to be Mondo next on the spectator cam. Thank you all, and thank you, Jim. And thank you for being here. So hard to get in. Yeah, if people are probably just like sitting on the screen waiting for it to happen. I've got to turn off some notification sounds real quick. All right, there we go. Will do. All right, sounds good. Yeah, that should be fun. It's really cool that you're getting something going in university. That's hard to do. You know, the Splatoon community is small enough that just finding people at your university that play and are interested in getting that good is difficult to do. But the fact that you can also find people who like have similar goals or at a similar level to you to where it would be a good idea to make a team with them, like the fact you're able to pull that off is great. That's so cool. Definitely, I don't know if you're aware, but Purdue also has a team. And they're trying to get some collegiate stuff going. I know K-Bot, who is one of the premier Splatoon tournament organizers, is big in the esports community at Ohio State, I think it is. So they would be good people to contact about what's going on in college Splatoon right now, and to see if there are any leagues or anything like that going on that you guys could be a part of. All right. So, a couple players go down on purple team right away. Atticus trying to do their best to stall the tower push here, but they are going to go down. They take two out with one swing. And that's going to be huge for purple team to stall out the tower push. No checkpoint there off of a near wipe. Now purple team going to be able to regain some footing. Very clutch there from Atticus. So purple team, Beyond Destroyer going in and taking out two. Horchata taking out one on the tower now. Yellow team wiped. So purple team in a huge power position right now. Sploosh just sharking under the ledge, doing Sploosh things, hammering away. Goes down to Kiss, and let's see if they can stop before the second checkpoint goes down. They do. They take out Stormcoder. Kayak getting on the tower, Kiss pushing ahead. Kisu playing ballpoint now. Flexing onto the back line. That's cool. Kiss trying to inkjet over, get some early picks, maybe get purple team staggered so they can get some momentum going on this push. Don't end up finding anything. Storm trying to push Squivig on the right-hand side. Squivig wisely backing up, but... Oh, and they're also aware of the flank. Good awareness from Squivig. Tower going back into mid. 1-for-1 trade. Kiss in some trouble. Squivig finally does manage to pick off Beyond Destroyer here, and they're going to take control of the tower. However, Horchata and Stormcoder might have something to say about that. Squivig does go down. Kayak not going to be able to push for checkpoint against 4 players. And purple team regains control of mid and keeps their control of the game. They are still in the lead. Have a checkpoint and then some ahead of yellow team. Kayak going straight for the tower. They're going to get picked off with that many purple team members looking at it. Kiss not able to find their way out of the splashdown there. Horchata gets one. They're all jumping on tower to make sure that the checkpoint goes through quickly, and now they are heading towards the final checkpoint This is going to be make or break for yellow team right here. They need to stop this push before it KOs. They've got some pressure coming in from various sides. They do get 2 players off the tower. Atticus is still there, takes out Squivig. Kisu not in a great position to defend from, especially if it goes up and over the top. I think this is it. Kayak not able to get to the top, and purple team will be the winner. We were the only 4 who showed up for tryouts. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be how it do. So is there like an esports club that was like, yeah, let's run a Splatoon team, you know? Is that how it worked? Well, you got the job. Good job. 2 whole splashdown kills. We were able to do it with that special of all things. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 more matches here. And then we'll call it. I said that it's scheduled to go 2 hours, but we started about 10 minutes late, so that'll give us a full 2 hours of playing that way. You're hired. I love it. If I make it in, mind if I spectate for a round or 2? Yes, definitely. We only have so many matches left to go here, so. Yes, GG's all around. GG's all around. Didn't get to join, sadly, but had fun in the stream. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, and I'm sorry that you didn't get to play, but we did the best we could. There are only so many that you can pack into a game of Splatoon. Splatoon Battle Royale when, right? I have no idea how that would work, but you know what? Maybe that's what we need. The thing, honestly, that I think would be most difficult about a Splatoon Battle Royale, aside from Nintendo actually having netcode, would be the different colors of ink, right? What if you run into someone who has a really similar color of ink to you and you can't tell which one's theirs and which one's yours? Like, that's a legitimate problem that will probably happen, and I don't know what you do about that. Did cheer you guys on. This was fun. Glad you guys enjoyed yourselves. We'll definitely be doing more of this in future. All right, we got Clan Blitz on Piranha Pit. This is a classic competitive mode. A little bit on the linear side, but you definitely have multiple ways in once you're trying to approach the basket. Mid is pretty broad. Big fight going down here on left-hand side. 1-for-1 trade going out. Purple team trying to push in and take control of bump. Beyond Destroyer able to get one more. Kayak going around on the side here, going to take a 1v1 versus Kiss. Kiss able to kite that back a little bit better. And Atticus looks like they're going to be able to score here. Now the question is, can they get any more clams in? Because Yellow now has a vice grip on their bump. No way that Purple team scores any more than this, so not the end of the world at all for them. They're going to be able to reset and rearm and redeploy. Get some specials, get some clams. So Purple team striking first, but not striking very hard. Battle going down here. 2-for-1 trade. Mondo going in. It is just Atticus left to defend against 3 yellow team players. Kayak going to make it in time, actually, as is Horchata, but they're in a rough position if yellow team decides to push them. They do get one. Horchata still staying in there, but the bubbles are going in towards the basket. No way that score doesn't go in, and there are some extra clams to follow up with. So this is a stronger push for yellow team now. Let's see how many more they can get. Nobody's going and collecting any more clams. There is only one yellow team clam on the map right now. No more. They've gone down. So this push is now officially dead, but 44, a very respectable first push for yellow team. And blue team, or purple team, going to be looking for more of the same as they push in themselves. Squid gets one and is now trying to kite back against this brush. Kayak able to get them down, but Kisu is able to help. So slight advantage to yellow team. Not a big one. Beyond Destroyer needs to get back here, though. They're caught. Yellow team gonna try and push in. Do they have the clams to make one right now? Mondo needs someone to throw them clams or to beat Horchata and be able to pick their clams up, but none of those things happen as the rest of Yellow team is pushed back by a well-timed push by Kayak. Kayak taking out Squivig. That is a trade. Atticus and Horchata going to try and contest on the right-hand side. Kiss sneaking in here behind Atticus. Can they get something done here? No, Beyond Destroyer there to help out. Great team play there from Purple Team. The splashdown coming down from Horchata going to try and clear some space out. This is one of the maps where splashdown does have some niches. If you go up over the conveyors, it can be really hard for most weapons to shoot it out of the sky. Even if they have the range to do it, it's hard to aim that high up above you. So that can be a way to get some sneaky splats. It's one of the most viable maps for splashdown, I would say, in the entire game. Kayak getting in with a great flank on Kiisu. That's huge. Taking out 2 players, and one of them was holding a power clam. So that's a lot of scoring potential removed from Yellow Team, as well as an opportunity for Purple to get in there. That's another one down. Atticus going to be able to get in and score this almost for sure. Unless Kiss is in the way. Horchata gets distracted by others. Unfortunately, not going to be able to take it out. Kiss, hey, like we said, with the squid bagging, please don't do that. That is not polite. So, Purple Team with what looked like a sure push actually getting shut down there. Atticus goes down. Squivig goes down. 1 for 1 so far. Kiisu in a tough spot, getting rushed by frontliners, but Yellow Team is able to score on the other side. Can they get any follow-up in there? Mondo not really going to be able to do much more, and Purple Team keeping up the pressure on the basket over here. Horchata going to be getting some clams in a second. They might be able to go in and make a power right here, right now. They just need one. They do not get that one. The one teammate who could have thrown one to them goes down. And so Purple Team once again denied just shy of a shot at the basket. Very, very close. Purple Team going to have probably one more opportunity here. They do have a lot of clams built up, 22, but one of them goes down, so that's going to delay the push significantly. Kayak also going down. Yellow Team got a lot of momentum going into the mid, and they might be able to stop this power clam from being picked up. Atticus is able to grab it, but there's a lot of points sitting around him that he probably wants others to pick up. There's a good jump. Oh no, that's not a good jump because that gets rid of their power clam. They have no clams right now. They have nothing to trigger overtime with, and Yellow is going to score. That should be the game for Yellow Team, I think. All they need is one power clam, and yeah, and there was no power clam for Purple Team anyway, so there's no overtime ever going to trigger from that. All right. I think I said one more. We'll do one more. That'll be the end of it. This whole time I thought the ballpoint was a Hydra. My eyes. I don't know. I always am looking for the weapon that they're holding in their hands. Like, even from the spectator cam, I still have that habit of trying to pick out from a distance, like, what is it that that player is holding? Because in a competitive setting, you might have to deduce that just from what you see. You know, you don't really have the spectator overlay or anything like that to make it easier for you. I know Kiisu has sat out at one point before, and I know Kayak has not. So we will actually spec Kayak here for this last one. So apologies, Kayak, but we'll give you a chance to get a cool bird's eye view and zoom in on the different players and mess around with the camera. So that at least can be some fun. Can we 1v1? Probably not right now. I'm really hungry. I'm going to be beelining for some food as soon as this is all done. So maybe not right now, but it is good practice to 1v1, and I would enjoy doing that at some point. I'm trying to think. I've got team practice. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I might actually have some time. I probably have some time in like the afternoon. So if you wanted to, feel free to hit me up on Discord and we can set that up. That is really good practice because the mechanics of 1v1s are something that I am relatively poor at compared to players of a similar skill level. So that's something that I'm always looking for some training partners for. Keep running double splashdown. That's funny. We do have, you know, looks like a machine main here, and somebody who mains a vanilla splatter shot. So probably just playing the weapons they're comfy with. Okay, so we're contesting the Rainmaker here. Rainmaker on this mode is on this map is very volatile. Like, this can be over very quickly. It's, you know, it's definitely a strong competitive mode that, you know, Mako Mart doesn't really miss. But I would say this is probably one of the more snowball-y of the map modes, or of the modes for it. Like, it's definitely possible to just put a hammer into their base and get a quad and KO right away. Just running up the middle. But it can stall out pretty hard too, especially if you're trying to push right. All right, yellow team going to advance their lead a little bit, not by too much. 55, still a very beatable lead, but they do have some control here. That bomb rush going to give them a little bit of extra space, and they're going to be able to push into the 30s, maybe to the 20s, to the teens. Is there anybody even in the way to stop a knockout? I don't think so. That's going all the way to the podium. Congratulations, yellow team, for winning our last one of the night. All right, awesome. Well, good job, everybody, in those games. Thank you all for stopping by and playing. We really appreciate the support that you guys have given to us. It is wonderful to see that people appreciate the work that we're doing on YouTube and everything, and I know all of y'all have wanted to play with us, so it only made sense to give you guys a chance to every now and then. So we will be doing this again once a month. So I don't know if it's going to be the second Saturday of every month routinely. We'll have to check the schedule and make sure that that works out, because sometimes I'm traveling. You know, this Wednesday through Friday, I was actually out of state, so you know, probably wouldn't have worked if we had done it during a time that I'm traveling like that. But we will be announcing this when the next one will be. And remember that we always have Squid School on Tuesdays from 3 to 5 p.m. Arizona time. Remember, that's Pacific time currently. Mountain time once daylight savings kicks in later on in the fall. If you're ever interested in a VOD review, in some one-on-one coaching where I go over a recording of your play, hit me up on the Discord server. I'm going to... All right, come on, Atticus. Can we not, please? Be nice. We're going to... I wonder why that didn't go through on Twitch. Anyone who would like to DM me for a VOD review, welcome to do so. Just join that Discord server that I just put in the chat, and you'll be able to find me and DM me from there. And that's how you'll set it up. Happy to help anybody at any level. Doesn't matter if you're C rank or if you're top 500. I'll do my best. I really love having teams, like I said. So if you have a competitive team and you would like your whole team to get some coaching, definitely check us out there. Also, check out Bravous Esports in general, bravous.com, or we also have a link tree. It's just /Bravous if you want to see all of the places that we are. We're an esports company. What we do is we run events for clients like schools, parks and rec departments, businesses, people who have a whole bunch of people who already want to, who already know each other a little bit and want to get to know each other better, make some new friends, that sort of thing. We create opportunities for people to connect over video games. So that might be a tournament, that might just be a casual game night, whatever it happens to be. But if you know any group of people, you know, a school or anything like that, who might be interested in that kind of programming, definitely look us up on our website, bravous.com. And that's where, you know, we do a lot of our business. So thank you, everybody, for playing. It has been a pleasure watching you guys and hanging out. And I hope that... you guys enjoyed, and that we'll see you again sometime soon. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to actually go and raid Devi on Twitch. I think that would be a smart thing to do, because I think she's still streaming. So we'll do that over there. To our YouTube viewers, though, obviously you will not be participating in the raid. So thank you, everybody, and have a good night.